The PhilSecNet Pandemic Resilience Award hopes to share with the public how to deliver the services of eCenters without compromising the safety of the community and the center managers. This also hopes to inspire others to continue delivering their services despite the pandemic. The award categories include Social Welfare and Rehabilitation, Support for Teachers and Students, Rescue Operation and eGov Services. For the guidelines, the award is open to all types of eCenter initiatives that are operating since September 2019. The eCenter must be an active member of PhilSecNet. Nominated eCenter must be operational during the implementation of Enhanced Community Quarantine or General Community Quarantine until the present. Entries for the awarding will be based on nominations by an individual or an organization with sufficient knowledge to endorse the eCenter. Self-nominations will also be accepted. For submission, interested participants must submit a duly accomplished nomination form. Supporting materials such as pictures, brochures, news clippings, testimonials, and video clips may also be submitted. The nomination should cover accomplishments made within the period of March 2020 until September 2020. Nomination for the award should be sent to secretariat@philsecnet.org with the subject 2020 Pandemic Resilience with the eCenter name indicated. Nomination period is within the month of October. Deadline for the submission of nominees is on October 30. Awarding will be on November 26. All entries will be subjected to pre-qualification by the organizers. All validated entries will be evaluated by a panel of judges to be appointed by PhilSecNet and DICT. The contest will follow these criteria. Socioeconomic impact of the eCenter, 35%. Innovativeness, 30%. Productivity, 20%. Partnership and networking, 15%. Application forms are available upon request. You may email us at secretariat@philsecnet.org.
You are now watching the 50th Knowledge Exchange Conference with the theme eCenters in the Digital Philippines for the New Normal. Today is our 9th training webinar titled Change Management, October 24, 2020, streaming live over YouTube. Welcome everyone! Maayong buntag! Assalamualaikum! Buen Exchange Conference. Okay, hello. Ayan. KEC is an annual event, but this year we're doing it online or virtual. So it's a gathering of community e-center managers, forerunners, centers of excellence, ICT for development enthusiasts, government e-center forerunners, industry leaders, academe, and everybody involved in making ICT available to communities. Of course, to exchange ideas, best practices, relevant solutions, and success stories. So we welcome you to our 9th week together this morning. Have you been with us in the last 9 weeks? Can you just drop down your comments and ano po yung pinaka nagustuhan nyo sa KEC? Ano po yung isang lesson na hindi nyo po makakalimutan dito sa KEC for the past 9 weeks? Yan, good morning. Let me greet po some of our friends joining us over YouTube. So you can send this link to your friends, send the YouTube link to your friends and colleagues so that they can also join us this morning. We have a very exciting topic, something that we can all relate to, something that we really need to know. Hindi lang sa pagmamanage ng ating eCenter activities, but even in our own personal life or in our organizations. So tag your friends, share this to your friends, share to your Facebook. So let me greet some people. We have our friends from Butuan City joining us. Thank you, Ma'am Zenaida. San Fabian, Tech4ED Center, thank you for joining us. We have from LGU, Villanueva, Negros Occidental. We have from Masbate State College. Magandang umaga po. Commonwealth High School. We have from Danao, from Quezon Province. We have from Pangasinan, Taytay Rizal, Baguio City. We have from Benguet. We also have from Holosulu. Assalamualaikum. Thank you po for joining us this morning, si Ma'am Daod, Asadil Daod. Thank you po from Malaybalay, Bukidnon for joining us. La Union, Cavite. Ayan. We have from Urdaneta. We also have from National Tobacco Administration ba yun? We have from Surigao. Okay. You have from Tago, maayong buntag ninyo. From Cagayan de Oro. All right. So, thank you for everybody. Thank you for taking the time to join us today. We hope that you're enjoying your coffee this morning. So, this webinar, dear friends, was organized by the Philippine Community Center Network, Inc., in cooperation with the Department of Information and Communications Technology. Of course, with the support from University of the Philippines Open University, the Philippine Council for Agriculture, Aquatic, and Natural Resources Research and Development of the DOST, the local governments of Tayabas, Quezon, and San Remio, Cebu, as well as the Asian Institute of Journalism and Communication, with special thanks to PLDT and Quezon Power Limited. So let's watch these infomercials.
Mahigit sa 20,000 na ang confirmed
ng PPE
Isa sa ilalim na ang Metro Manila sa
wala na. Wala munang mga food court at fiesta. Meron namang lutong bahay. Wala munang window shopping. Meron namang free shipping. Wala munang happy hour. Pero may isang oras pa. Tulog pa tayo. Wala muna yung aircon at only coffee sa office. Pero andyan yung dream office mate natin. Biruin mo, wala munang quiz night, band night, samgyup night, pati videoke night. Pero meron ng time sa family night. Wala na munang pasyalan, wala na munang bakasyunan. Okay lang siguro mawala lahat ng yon. Huwag lang ito. Kasi may mga bagay na walang kapalit. May mas mahalaga ba dito? Wala. Rediscover what matters. Rediscover home.
Magandang umaga, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, and other parts of the world. So thank you once again for joining us today on our 9th week of the webinar series. So, okay, send the link to your colleagues, drop your comments, and let's make this 2 hours session engaging. So this year, KC15 goes virtual with a series of webinars every Thursday, 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. So we started last August 20 and we will end on August 26. So we have maybe just a month left, no? 1 month worth of training webinar yet. So these webinars are absolutely free. It is PhilSecNet's effort to contribute to fighting against the COVID-19 pandemic through enabling, strengthening, and facilitating the digital transformation of communities. So to join, all you need to do is register just once for all the conference. So if you haven't registered yet, if it is your first time today, we'll welcome you. Please find the link inside the description box below. So to participate in our open forum, since we have how many participants today? We have 80 plus participants today, and I'm sure dadami pa yan when you tell your friends about this. So we won't be able to really check on all of your comments. So if you have questions, our speaker would love to answer and share his insights to you. So please chat at or send or submit your questions at the open forum link. You will also find that inside the description box below. So certificates will be made available to our participants after you provide your feedback. So it includes a short quiz to see how well you understood our topic for today. So please grab a notebook and a pen so you can jot down some lessons from today's session. So the link to the feedback form is also at the description box below. So we will only open it towards the end of the webinar. And of course, if you've been with us, you know that we've been drawing raffle prizes. So we will have more prizes today. Some of last week's prizes were not claimed. So forfeit na po yun, and we'll add them today. So we have a total of some winners who will be receiving cash prizes worth 500 pesos each. So cash prize po ito worth 500 pesos each. So kung nakapag-register po kayo, then you have the chance to win. So we encourage you to register for this conference. So you don't have to register again. Isang beses lang po. So how do you claim your prize? You must send an email to the secretariat at philsecnet.org before the end of this webinar. So just use the email subject raffle claim, your complete name. So use that sa email subject po. And please make sure to use the same email address that you used during the registration. So send us your bank details, the name of the bank, and your account number. So remember to send that to us before the conference ends, or your prize will be forfeited. So clear po ba yon? To our friends, clear po ba yon? Yeah. Can you comment po sa ating YouTube live kung clear naman po yung ating mga reminders for this morning? Greet ko po si Ma'am Liza Gonzalez, pinapabati ni Sir Jason. Ayan. O, sir ha? Ayan. Pwede po kayo mag-comment kung clear lang po yung ating reminders. Ayan. Thank you, Sir Jason. Yes, clear yung ating reminders for today. Great, great. Ayan po. So, this time, I would like to introduce our moderator for today's session. And he will be the one to tell us about our resource person for this morning. So our moderator is an instructional design consultant for distance education with 11 years worth of work experience on flexible learning. No, that includes both national and international through Simeo Inotech. He has 14 years combined work experience as professional teacher, educational manager, and school head. 11 years of experience as part-time university lecturer. He is also a consultant for Quality Systems Manual for Philippine Association for Professional Regulatory Board Members, Inc. and Professional Regulation Commission. So that's from September 2019 to present. He's an author and editor of books. He's an on-call trainer and resource person of DBPI and Mary Lindbergh International. He is also a technopreneur at Ideal Prime Ventures International Incorporated, and he has served as consultant to various organizations like the PRC, the Philippine Association of Regulatory Board Members, UNESCO National Consultant, MFIT Values Education, UNESCO Bangkok, IIEP UNESCO Paris. So, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues from the ICT industry, please welcome one of PhilSecNet's board members representing the Asian Institute of Journalism and Communication, Prof. Pier Angelo B. Alejo.
Good morning.
Good
Thank
morning
you
po.
very much, Miss Angel. Thank you, Angel, for that modest introduction. Well, for today's webinar, we will discuss a very interesting topic. This is a most beloved topic amongst leaders and managers because our topic for today is change management. By the end of this webinar, the participants are expected to, well, first, define and set change directions, scope, and strategies. Second, engage stakeholders and communicate rationale and implications. Third, manage and monitor the change process. And fourth, develop a culture of change by periodically evaluating the processes and suggesting ways of improvement. So these are our learning objectives for today with our well-respected speaker, who is himself a center manager. Without further delay, please allow me to introduce our resource person. Our resource person is the center manager of San Remigio Tech4ED Center and was awarded the most outstanding CEC manager during the 3rd Philippine Excellence Award. He is a civil engineer by profession and was awarded as one of the 10 most outstanding Cebuanos. Ladies and gentlemen, one of PhilSecNet's re-elected board members, like me, please welcome Engineer Romarico M. Cabellon. Sir Romy,
Good morning.
good morning.
Thank you, Sir Terry, for the generous introduction. Good morning, participants from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Today we will be talking about change management. But before I will proceed my topic, let me share with you the quotes from Jimmy Dean. You can change the direction of the wind, but you can adjust the sails to reach your destination. So, next. This is already mentioned by Sir Piri. So, we will go directly to my topic. Next. Next. So what is change management? Change management is a systematic approach that includes dealing with the transition or transformation of organizational goals, processes, or technology. And next, the purpose of change management initiative is to successfully implement strategies and methods and helping people to accept and adapt for change. Next, why is important that change management? Because it aims to implement new methods and systems in ongoing organizations and more effective manner, in a more effective manner. And next, there are three types of organizational change. One, developmental change, any organizational change that improves and optimizes the previously established processes, strategies, and procedure. Next, second is transitional change. Change that move an organization away from its current state to a new state in order to solve a problem, such as mergers, acquisitions, and automation. And the next, the third, transformational change. Change that radically and fundamentally alters the culture, core values, and operations. Next is the example of change management. One of it is the implementation of new technology. Second, mergers and acquisitions. Third, change in leadership. Fourth, change in organizational culture. And last is the times of crisis. Next is the benefits. What is the key benefits of change management? One, change management can help people to organize how powerful the human dynamics are in any change effort and how can use that knowledge to attain the best possible outcomes. And second, the next is the change management strategy can act as a map for guiding action. And the third is change management ideas and tactics can help the management to develop the relationship needed to maximize the effectiveness of change. Next is the integration of change management and the project management. This is very important because project management is the application of knowledge, skills, and techniques to execute projects effectively and efficiently. And as we know, the next is, we already know that the project management is the application of knowledge. Change management is the process, tools, and techniques to manage people's side of change to achieve the required outcome. And next, this is the advantage of integrating project management and change management. Number one, integration creates a shared organizational objectives. Second, ability to anticipate obstacles due to change. And third, the benefits of personal and technical alignment. Four, facilitated exchange of information. Next is the change management plan. So what is a change management plan? It is a working document that spells out activities or roles that will need additional focus during the execute and control stage of a project noticeable institutional change. Next is the change management process. From a process perspective, change management is a set of steps a team member follows on a particular project or initiative. The strategy and plans focus on moving people through change. Next, this is a change management process. First, we have to assess the change, prepare for change, plan for change, implement for change, and then sustain the change. And next is the model, change management model. Before we start the planning, we should clarify the roles in management process. Clarity roles in management process. Second, clarify what is changing and why. Third, establish time frame. Then the last, clarify success measure. And the next is the planning stage. Before we plan, we should conduct impact stakeholders assessment. Then create change and stakeholders engagement plan. Then identify risk and create risk reduction mitigation plan. Then the last, design the plan for communication and training. Next is the implementation stage. In implementation stage, we should enable, activate, catalyst, and leaders. Then roll out communications and training plans. Monitor and manage resistance. Then deploy risk mitigation plans. Next is sustain. In sustaining the project, we should monitor and adapt. We should monitor the adoption of change. Then reinforce behavior that are aligned to the change. Then measure the impact of change. And the last, adjust as needed based on metrics. Next. This is a sample of the change management plan. The center of development here is the digital transformation trends. So as we see in the figure, they're going to optimize operation. They're going to innovate acquisitions, then modernization of information technology or IT, then focus customers' experience. Then they're going to continuous security, then clarity as core. Next, in San Remilio, in 2003, our Center of Development was to establish a community eCenter. San Remilio, Cebu was a pilot municipality of the National Computer Center on ALGO program or Electronic Local Government Unit. Next, in first step we did is the formulation of system strategic plan. ISS is the systematic process for developing a long-range plan or information system on the basis of organization's overall strategic plan. Next, in formulation of information system strategic plan, the contents are this one, as follows. But I will just mention few of the contents like LGO profile, vision, mission statement, then situational analysis, because this is important to picture out what is the actual situations of the municipality at the present based on ICT program. Then the SWOT analysis. This is very important because the LGO should know what is the strength, weaknesses, and opportunities and threats. Based on the analysis, we can see what is the actual problem and what is our opportunity. Then, strategic plan. The strategic plan is composed of so many plans that involves in ICT. In our case, we have so many interventions during that day. Then, the ALGO program. The ALGO program consists of so many projects introduced by the NCC. Next. This is how we we formulate the strategic financial plan and operation manual. Ginawa namin ito kasi yung operation sa CEC kailangan ng manual at total preparation at analysis sa financial. Unang-una, ang content dito ay ang pag-create the creation of core group composed of different sectors. Dito rin, gagawin namin ang pag-formulate or paggawa ng roles and responsibilities bawat member. Within this stage, we also have a CEC management, the CEC business operation, CEC technical, and action points. Action points, that means what will be the action of or role of every participants or stakeholders like NGO, ano bang gawin niya? Ano bang role ng NCC? Ano bang role ng mga partners, mga NGO or CSOs? Then, we have also the projected income and projected expenses from 1 year to 10 years. Next. The third stage, we had the enactment of ordinance or legislation. This is for the purpose of plan approval, then to institutionalize CEC, and budget allocation, to approve fees and charges, and authorizing the mayor to sign MOU with National Computer Center, the DOST, Central Visayas Sharing Network Foundation, which is our partner NGO since the very beginning. Next, the execution. During these steps, is the implementation of plan and projects. Number one, the CEC operation. Then the capacity building, trainings for the technical persons and other stakeholders. Then the implementation of wireless network. As we know, we have this in 2010, which led to the creation of the establishment of Barangay eCenter. Then Barangay CEC, we established not more than 1, but 3 in Barangay Takop, Tambungon, and originally in San Miguel, San Remo, Cebu. We also implement a eskwela program for the students. Then the Global Connection and Exchange Program with the partnership with the IRIX and PhilSecNet. This is all about training in ICT for high school students. And also, under this is the Tech4ED Girl. Tech4ED Girl is intended for female students in high school and to be trained for ICT program or projects. Next is the e-barangay. We implemented e-barangay in 27 barrios, then to enhance the ICT program sa kanilang isa't barangay. Next is the ICT for disaster. This is the very important because during the calamity, ICT for disaster, or we so-called MDRU, is to restore connectivity, especially when the all telcos went down due to disaster. Next, the sustainability stage. At this stage, formulation of sustainability plan ay ginawa namin. Regular monitoring and evaluation and reporting. We also maintain partnership and networking with national, international NGO, local NGO, and with the academy. Next is the stakeholders participation. Importante ito para mayroong cooperation sa bawat isa at sa prosper sa aming objectives. Then, we should develop communication plan in order to sustain. And lastly, we should revisit the plans for improvements. So, ang dating ginawa nating plano sa mga strategic plans na ginawa natin, dapat i-review at kung may dapat i-improve, ay gawin natin. Next. So, this is the San Remigio Change Management Plan. As a summary to those steps that we had before, this is the formulation of Information System Strategic Plan, and I already mentioned the contents. Second is the formulation of System Strategy Information. This is supposedly a strategic financial plan and operation manual. The next is legislation. So this is very important to sustain our CEC. Then project implementation. Then fifth is the formulation of sustainability plan. Next. So let me share with you our EBP to revisit our implementation period from the start until today.
In San Remigio, Cebu, you will find a municipality whose vision for development is tied up with information and communications technology for better service delivery and community security. The San Remigio LGU and CEC's e-Barangay project has given the town the distinction of having the first Philippine Barangay CEC, the San Miguel CEC, and the first CEC-initiated wireless wide area network internet service. Overcoming rural barriers of distance and topography, San Remigio is a trailblazer.
Nagpapasalamat ako na mayroong eCenter sa San Remigio kasi natutulungan ako, natabangan ko sa akong panginahanglan sa pagtubag sa akong need nga makakat-on ug daghang tumaagi sa estilo sa mga design sa bridal gowns and other gowns na dressmaking kasi ako. Buhay ko before wala pang easy, mahirap dahil parang hindi ko abot ang lahat ng bagay na gugustuhin ko. Pero nang nasa easy na, nalaman ko ang hindi ko pa nalaman.
My name is Jerry Rosais, PWD President San Romeo. At the same time, I am the PWD Federation President Cebu Province. Sa pagkakaroon, dako kayo gikatabang ang ato ang municipal eCenter. Kaysa una, ang atong mga PWD sa kabaranggayan, maglisod sila pag-access susama sa pagtuon o pagtudlo kabahin ining computer. So, di pa lang dugay, ato na kita idusik PWD President selected na atong itudloan is sa basic computer training. Dako kayo katabang ang ato ang municipal eCenter na naa din sa tuwang lungsod tungod kay ang atong mga PWD President sa kabaranggayan, ang ilang mga katuyuan, mga impormasyon, sayo na lang kayo hatod ang mga impormasyon sama sa atong municipal eCenter connection sa San Miguel, Takop o Tambungon. So mao na karon na masalamat sad ta nga adunay mga PWDs nga tudluan sama sa pagtudlo sa basic computer training. Itudluan sila kung saon pag buhat og suwat, itudluan sila kung saon pag-print, itudluan sila kung saon pag-email.
A year after a massive typhoon struck San Remigio on Cebu Island in the Philippines in November 2013, the city's communications infrastructure had yet to be completely reconstructed, and phone coverage remained spotty. However, the arrival of an ICT car made all the difference. A communications environment was put in place, allowing several hundred people, including government employees, police, and firefighters, to communicate seamlessly. The MDRU and its features can be applied in a broad range of settings. Beyond helping disaster-stricken areas rebound, it can enable areas with underdeveloped communications infrastructure and help in situations requiring short-term, large-volume data transmission, such as outdoor events.
Here is a brief introduction to the winners of the 2016 ISIF Asia Award. In their own words, Community Impact, CVSNet Foundation for their project, Restoring Connectivity, Movable and Deployable ICT Resource Unit, MDRU, the Philippines.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank ICTU for identifying our municipality as one of the recipients for Wi-Fi connection. My understanding is that they are connected to all of our barangays. This would definitely be a very, very big help for our students, especially our high school students, and to our constituency as a whole. We're also very blessed because our municipality is one of the recipients, if not the only recipient in the entire country, for MDRU, Movable Deployable Rescue Unit from Japan. We have it right now in our municipality. It's not yet fully utilized, but we're working with a private institution, and hopefully this also can be fully utilized and be of help not only for a municipality, but we can be a sample for other municipalities to follow in the near future. Thank you.
So, before I will end my presentation, I will leave you the quote which said, If the plan doesn't work, change the plan, but not the goal. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Romy. Thank
Thank you,
you for
sir.
discussing with us. Yes. Thank you for that very clear presentation on change management. No, I for one appreciate how you explain how change management works, and in this case, I really appreciated your the principles of organizational change management and how you shared with us the experiences, no, practical experiences of San Remigio Center, and that really helped, no, clarify how organizational change management, no, can bring an eCenter to a certain level that's going to be beneficial not only for the center but also for the community. I am saying this because now we realize that the change management plan is really a combination of many other plans. As you said, no, meron palang implementation plan yan, meron palang legislation yan, meron palang ano yan, sustainability plan. So all of these technical experiences that you have in San Remigio will really help the other eCenters. So, well, that's my reaction, no? Pero I have a burning, if you don't mind, uunahan ko po, Sir Romy, yung mga magtatanong dito sa susunod nating open forum. No? We now open the floor for questions. And for the first question, can I ask the first question, Sir Romy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then. So, wag po kayo magalala, mga viewers natin from all over the Philippines or from abroad. Bibilisan ko lang po itong question na ito. After the presentation of Sir Romy, it was clear to me that managing the change, what ought to be changed, rather, implementing what ought to be changed in your area of responsibility is different from managing the change process. So that's why nabanggit din ni Sir Romy yung transformative or transformational change. Now, if we break that down into specific examples or experiences, my question is, what would an eCenter manager rather do? Must he or she pursue the implementation of a change rather than focus on the management process, the change management process, especially in the new normal? Because, for example, no, kung gagamitin ko po itong specific example, pupunta po ako sa eCenter sa San Remigio. Tapos hindi na sa panahon ngayong pandemic, hindi na kagaya ng dati na pagpupunta ko doon, gagamit po ako ng facilities doon, hindi na kagaya ng dati. Meron tayo po, meet my friend si Suho. Si Suho, lagi po siyang naka sombrero. Tapos ngayon, si Suho magsusot na ng face mask. Tapos, meron pa siyang ganyan, face shield. Okay? Bagong-bago ito. No? Talagang hindi na kagaya ng dati. Ngayon, kung eCenter manager ka po, anong mas ko-concentrate ako? Na patuparin ko yung new normal, hand hygiene, face shield, face mask ng mga pupunta sa eCenter ko? O mas ipopurso ko, mas magfo-focus ako dun sa change process. para masanay sila. Tutulong ako sa gobyerno para masanay yung mga nagbe-benefit na nagpupunta sa eCenter ko. O magpupurso ko laging nai-implement yung new normal habits. So alin mas mabigat doon? Anong dapat ko pong mas bigyan ng pahalaga at saka effort? Okay, yun po yung tanong ko, Sir Romy.
Yes, para sa akin gusto ko yung magsusupport sa government. Kasi yung no normal parang hindi kasanayan ng iba. So, in relation to my presentation, nakita niyo naman mayroon kaming wireless network. At this time, mayroon kaming programa for the coming years. Mayroon kaming programa to have internet connection sa whole municipality. So, isa sa mga gusto ko, i-implement yung support ko sa government. Kailangan ko namin kasi yung internet connection sa mga school students, then para sa mga commercial establishments. So, doon ako, sir. Sir.
Yes, sir. I got you loud and clear. At naisip ko nga po na talagang you will kumbaga emphasize to doing the plan, no? Doing the plan and implementing the plan, which is really good because you've earned the results, di po ba, sa experience nyo sa San Remigio. Yun nga lang, kasi di ba, kagaya nga ng halimbawa ito, new normal po ito, no? Pag may face shield ka, tapos lagi mong nakakalimutan na may face shield ka, tapos meron kang sa bibig mo, natatamaan yung shield. So, instead na mag-focus ako dun sa implementation ng new normal, kesa dun sa mga techniques na pwedeng gawin siyang cap o visor sa head, no?
Yes,
Nakakasanayan. So, kaya ko natanong po yon. So, now we are ready. Sana with that kind of comprehension at saka appreciation ng mga na-share ni Engineer Romy, I am now inviting the audience, no, viewers natin. Meron po tayong dialogue box kung saan nyo isusulat o itatype yung mga questions nyo. I welcome other questions for Sir Romy. Can we have the other questions, please, if you have? Here, Engineer Romy. What makes a project management important for the eCenters?
Very important yan kasi nung in-introduce namin yan sa public at saka nung nag-establish kami ng community center at saka sa ACT program, in the introduction of new technology, importante na ang change management kasi para malalaman ng mga tao at saka mga concerned personnel na ganito ang gawin, dapat mayroong participation, dapat mayroong roles, mayroong responsibilities para yung objective natin sa makamit.
Well said, Engineer Romy. Kung sino po yung nagtanong ng kung gaano kahalaga at gaano kaimportante ang project management dito patungkol sa topic natin on change management, may nabanggit po si Sir Romy na responsibility, no? Kasi kagaya nga po nung beginning question natin, ang isang magaling na change manager kagaya po ni Engineer Romy sa kanyang CEC, no? eCenter, talagang hindi lang po siya nagfo-focus doon sa plano. Talagang mas mahalaga para sa kanya yung proseso, yung pag-acquire ng mga techniques, no, ng mga tips, mga techniques. Minsan yan po yung madaling maalala talaga ng mga tao at mga beneficiaries natin. So, do we have other questions from the viewers? Here, Engineer Romy, what does implementation of new technology, quote-unquote, mean?
Sa amin, in 2003 kasi, wala kaming technology about ICT. Nung introduce namin dito with the National Computer Center, maraming ICT applications ang ginawa namin. Halimbawa, sa ERPTS, PPLS, dayon si GIS, tapos yung sa ITOMS, yung sa ILOMS, what I mean ILOMS, treasury modules. Marami kami ginawa ganyan. So, that technology helped us to pass in our works and processes of transactions.
So, sa San Remigio po, Engineer Romy, ano po yung pinaka latest new technology na na-acquire po ninyo o subject for your research interests? Ano po yung pinaka latest na new technology sa inyo?
Yung Movable and Deployable ICT Resource Unit, yung MDRU. Kasi that facility, pag-restore niya ang communication kapag na-damage yung mga telcos, saka kung wala nang kuryente, siya ay makaprovide ng connectivity sa cellphones, sa laptop, ganyan, in 5 days. So, before going to restore the telcos, mayroon na kaming communication system. At madala yan, kahit saan. Pwedeng dalhin kahit saan.
Ang galing naman. Portable, tsaka movable.
Portable, mayroong attache case type. Dalawa kami meron. At saka yung fan type. Yung fan type sa nakikita nyo sa presentation kanina sa video. Yung fan type, yes, pwedeng dalhin kahit saan. So magkaroon siya ng signal 300 meters radius. So,
nice.
300 meters, mayroon ka ng signal sa cellphone kung mag-download ka ng applications.
Wow. Wow. So that's very concrete, no? So, meron pa po tayong mga questions yata sa field. What are the benefits of supporting the change? So, kumbaga, ano po ba yung mabubuting realizations diyan? Ano mabubuting mahihita natin diyan pag isusuportahan natin ang isang pagbabago, malaking pagbabago, lalo na sa isang panahon ng crisis?
Well, napipresent ko na yan kanina. So, isa sa mga importante dyan, ang benefits dyan kasi isa lang, kung mayroon tayong change management, there will be an opportunity for us to adapt a new methods and mga technology. Then, isa sa mga pamaraan yung participations of stakeholders. So, ang benefits natin dyan, may contributions of ideas and responsibilities to have a successful project. So, ganyan, sir.
So, gaya nga po ng nasabi ni Engineer Romy, dun sa napakaraming benefits. Pag susuportahan natin ng isang pagbabago, ang change, at ikaw ay change manager, no? Talagang hindi ka lang basta-basta supporting the change. Meron ka talagang transformational intentions at saka habits, no? Dala-dala po ng leader yon, ng manager yon. At hindi ka lang basta-basta mapag-iiwanan. Kumbaga, kagaya na sinabi ni Sir Romy, hindi ka mapag-iiwanan kasi you are forced to good, no? You are forced to not only support it in paper, but you're also forced in a positive way to adapt or adopt new habits, new things that will be beneficial for you. So you have to toe the line, no? You have to help pull the rope, no, together with your manager, with the leader. So it's always a win-win solution if you are going to support a very positive and good change. So yun po yung sinususugan ko lang na sagot ni Sir Romy. Meron po ba tayong mga question? Go ahead, Sir Romy.
balikan ko lang yung na-present ko kanina. Yung
sige
benefits
po.
of change management is, the advantage of one is the management strategy. Nga pwede siya ang maging map of guiding action. So, importante, yan ang benefits. Isa pa, change management ideas and tactics can help management to develop a relationship needed to maximize the effectiveness of change.
Yes. So, pamparami po ba ng kaibigan yan, Sir Romy?
Medyo. Kasi
diba?
yung gustong mag-avail ng siguro yung proyekto, gusto mo malapit sa atin. Joke lang.
Sige po. So, we have time for one more question if we still have one more. Okay. So, maybe that's the last question for Engineer Romy for his presentation, the topic being change management. So, that ends our open forum. Thank you so much, Engineer Romy, for joining us. Any final message for your viewers today?
Okay, for those who are implementing projects, lalo na sa Tech4ED and CEC, don't limit your plan and projects doon sa introduce ng ating sa DICT. We can invent, we can project some projects which is beneficial to our LGU and schools perhaps.
Okay, well said. No, just like a very responsible leader and change manager and transformative, no, eCenter manager, community eCenter manager. We thank Engineer Romy Cabellon for such an eye-opening presentation on change management. We now move on into the usual KEC 15 conference awarding of certificates. Back to you, Angel.
Thank you, Dr. Pierre and Engineer Romy Cabellon. No, this year we've been confronted with so many changes, drastic changes in almost a lot of things caused by pandemic. No, good thing that we have ICT to be our partner, our friend, our tool in managing change in our organizations. Ayan. So thank you, Engineer Romy, and of course, Sir Dr. Pierre, for sharing your insights to us today. So to award the certificates to our speaker, let me read the citation. Knowledge Exchange Conference, Centers in the Digital Philippines for the New Normal. Certificate of Appreciation is given to Engineer Romarico M. Cabellon in recognition of his participation as resource speaker on change management. Live streamed on October 22, 2020 via YouTube. So congratulations, sir. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time preparing and sharing your insights to us this morning. Of course, we also want to express our appreciation to Dr. Prof. Pierre Angelo Alejo in recognition of his participation as moderator in change management. Live stream today on YouTube. So, we will now announce our winners for the raffle draw. We will have 7 winners today who would be receiving 500 pesos cash through your bank accounts po. So, when are you ready to find out who are our 7 winners today? Can I check nga kung andito pa yung ating mga participants? Can you comment some emoji if you're still with us? We're about to close, so please have your emails ready as well, as we will have to be receiving your emails acknowledging that you are the winner now before the session ends. So, reminder, to claim your prize, you must send an email to the secretariat@philsecnet.org before the end of today's webinar. So make sure that your emails are ready. Use the email subject raffle claim and your complete name. Use the same email address that you used when you registered for this webinar series. So send your bank details and your account number. You don't need to send to us your PIN. Okay, PhilSecNet and DICT or the KEC team will never ask for your PIN or OTP password. Just give us the bank account number where we could send the amount. All right, so let's be safe online as well. So again, you do not need to register for each and every webinar. Just do it once for the entire conference and you will receive a separate link to each webinar or just visit us here on YouTube. All right, so the winners for the cash prizes worth 500 pesos are as follows. Congratulations, Hansel Batan, Maria Crizel Nisa Taniedo, Dave Richard Santiago, Robin Bazar Donquillo. We will give you time to screenshot that and please don't forget to right now email us at secretariat@philsecnet.org with your bank account number, the name of bank, and use your email that you use during the registration. So another set of winners completing our seven winners for the week. We have Albert Lee, Sirisha Pereño, May Ann Tolibao. All right, congratulations everybody. So if you fail to email us before we end this webinar, your prize will get forfeited and we will send them instead to the new set of winners next week. So make sure that right now you're already sending us your email. Okay, thank you for joining us today. There you have it, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. This concludes our 9th training webinar titled Change Management. So as we come to close today's activity, please watch the closing video and a few more reminders. So this is 15th Knowledge Exchange Conference with the theme eCenters in the Digital Philippines for the New Normal, a webinar series from August 20 to November 26, 2020. So see you again next Thursday until the 26th of November. Once again, thank you for joining us. Goodbye for now. Stay healthy and enjoy the rest of the week. Bye.